Upselling is a huge part of making more money. And so what you need to do is make sure you get everybody's email address that signs up as a customer. And what you want to do with those emails is only send them blast emails when you're ready to provide services. I stay away from the newsletter. I used to do a newsletter every month, but the problem with the newsletter is a lot of customers don't really care what we're up to or little tips that you can provide. And so a lot of them would say, take me off your list. And then once they were off the list, I couldn't really send them any upsell emails because they don't want any more emails from me. Obviously, you still send them the invoice by email if you have to, but if it's not an invoice and they already told you to take their email off the list, well then you pretty much can't send them any more emails. So what I started doing was I only sent out upsell emails. Like for instance, aeration. Aeration's a huge upsell opportunity for me. So at early spring and fall, late fall, we send out an email to all our customers and say, we are gonna aerate next week every customer at this discounted price. So if you don't want us to aerate, reply to this email now. Otherwise, you're gonna be on our list and we're gonna aerate for this discounted price automatically. Now at first that may sound a little gutsy, but honestly, it's once you start getting a big client list, it's going to be hard to keep track of everybody. So it's much easier to tell them, hey, we're doing this service that's supposed to be done in the spring to all our customers, unless you specifically say you don't want it, because it'd be too hard for us to get a hold of everybody and make sure that we schedule this job for you. For instance, you may be out of area, but somebody else calls you back and they're about 5 miles, the other way. So you just explain to them that, you know what, it's easier for us to just schedule everybody's house. And as long as you have their email address, you can send them all notice. And those that don't want you to do it will reply back to you. I've been doing this for at least 3 or 4 years, both spring and fall with the aeration. We just schedule everybody, and we only get a handful of people that actually say, no, don't do it. So out of about 200 client lists that we send out with those emails, we may get 5 people that say, hey, skip my house, don't aerate it. And maybe one every year will call and say, hey, I know that you sent this email, but I actually didn't want it done. So what can we do about that? And I go, well, I'll just take it off for you. I apologize about that. So get everybody's emails. That's just one example of the upsell opportunities that you can do.